I'm going to show you the formal British way to eat macaroni and cheese, otherwise known as mac and cheese. Macaroni is derived from the Sicilian term meaning kneading dough forcefully. Making pasta in the early days was a day-long process. Many point to the origins of macaroni and cheese as stemming from a 13th century cookbook. The two authors of this cookbook were from France and Italy respectively. This cookbook had a recipe that many food historians believe to be the first ever mac and cheese. Although the recipe sounds more like a lasagna, they do believe it was the first recorded mac and cheese. One of England's oldest cookbooks, written by the master of cooks of King Richard II, contains a recipe called macarons. This includes taking dough, cutting it into small pieces and cooking it, and then adding cheese and melted butter. During the late 15th century, this cookbook and its recipes served as a prime source for cookery across households in the United Kingdom and across Europe. Macaroni and cheese traditionally calls for macaroni pasta and a bechamel sauce. You simply sprinkle parmesan on top of this and bake it until it's golden. Mac and cheese is a cult favourite and I find it absolutely yummy. Let me show you how one would approach eating it in a formal British setting. To eat the mac and cheese, we would use a knife and fork. The fork in the left hand, the knife in the right, with the fork tines facing downwards. I place the fork into the mac and cheese and spear the mac and cheese using the knife to support the process. Once I have gathered a small bite-sized section onto my fork, I then neatly place it into my mouth to eat. If the mac and cheese is particularly runny, you can use the macaroni pasta to gather the cheese onto the top of the fork. Remember to always take neat, delicate bites in formal dining settings. You don't want cheese running down your chin. My mac and cheese is paired perfectly with a beautiful chilled glass of Chardonnay. Cheers.